And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the power speed combo. Buckeye Clem. That one inside. 1-0.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Two out, space is empty. And that's too high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And here it comes. And that's outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ripped to short. Gets it to first. And that'll do it. And down in order go the Cardinals. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Back.
The right fielder, Buckeye Clem.
And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that's the third out. So the Cards strand a couple. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. 2 on, 2 outs. Hit hard, that gets through around third. The throw in. Safe.
Well done, drives in the run. Just a second. Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
And there's a ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count's even at 2. And another ball.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Got it by him for the K.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count.
And now the right fielder, Buckeye Clem. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one misses. Ball 1.
No strike.
Outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Righty delivers. That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And they're all loaded up.
Now the first baseman,
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it. So
well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victory.
And the batter now, Buckeye Clem.
Batting third, the right fielder, Buckeye Clem.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. His 14th of the year, and they take the lead. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
Line drive, base hit, right field. And the leadoff man aboard. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Buckeye Clem. Wisniewski back to work. That clips the corner. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Here comes a pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That one misses. Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the drive.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Banks off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
And the right-hander deals to third. Dips it across. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Masataka Yoshida. And the righty deals. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there. Into the bleachers and gone. His second of the year. It's 5-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound.
We go to the top of the 5th. Now up for St. Louis, Buckeye Clem.
Hey, let it rip.
The right
time.
fielder.
Easy right here.
Buckeye.
Clem, in his 2nd season, only 20 years old. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
The right-hander back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
You know, these Cards, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Hard hit left side. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. 1 down. And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Off the scoreboard and out of here. A mammoth blast to right. So he just clears the wall, and they're chipping away. It's 5-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So 2 down. Colton Pete, the next Cub to hit. 2 outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner makes the turn at 2nd, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Throw into 3rd.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the...
So 1 gone with a runner at 3rd. Buckeye Clem next up for the Cardinals. He's already homered in this game. That's in there. 1-1.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And he takes one right on the black. Now the count is 0-2. Righty to the plate. And ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That misses. The count now 2-2.
Clearly it didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. He's in safely at 2nd. A run comes in the play. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at 2nd. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for 3rd. Line drive. That's a base hit. The run scores from 2nd. It's now 8-7.
Clutch hitting right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there.
And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Buckeye Clem. Iglesias back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that one fouled off. 0-2 now.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Buckeye Clem next up for the Cardinals. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubble gum card. You'll see how.
Hit on the ground might be 2. There's 1 on to Bush. It's a double play.
Just trying to sneak one.